Hey guys, my name is Miles, and I have more than 6 unfinished object shows. So why the hell did I start Under the Box? Chill, let me break it down for you. Back in the TBG World and TBG Battle eras, I used to make crappy object shows on Scratch, on my account, Cool Remixer. Oh god, I'll briefly go through them in order. This show is basically BFDI if it had Mario characters instead. Not much else to really say, it was pretty bad though. A very sick object show for gamers is a dumb joke show that I released in a separate YouTube video like 3 years ago. Nothing in this show has to do with UTB, but it was worth mentioning. Yeah, this is the old Under the Box, where my friends from Roblox would compete for Robux. Yeah, I know. This is a show Boxman canonically hosted, as shown in the pilot episode of Season 1. In fact, Boxman as a character originated from me putting 2 boxes on my Roblox avatar. Since then, people have referred to me as Boxman.
Boxman, how did I know that eventually it would come down to the 2 of us? Did you get the skull key, Boxman? You don't have a key? No, had no money for it.
I'm a big Survivor fan, so this version of the show is basically just all the rules of Survivor translated into a crappy Roblox version on Scratch. Yeah, that's a mouthful. Pointless Object Onslaught is another Survivor-inspired game show, but this time with actual objects. And it has way less characters. It's hosted by Forky, who, if you guys somehow didn't know, represents me in the Under the Box universe. Characters like Puddle, Red Marker, and Lemonade also made their debut here. Puddle mentions to Red Marker in the pilot that she had a dream about an object show, and Pointless Object Onslaught was that object show. Fun fact, Puddle's asset was created by YouTuber Bookskipple, after I was randomly selected to have her remade in his series, Random Asset Making. A MOG, or a Marvelous Object Game, which is an Among Us joke, is another canon show hosted by Boxman, which again, was shown in the pilot. It honestly wasn't anywhere near as bad as the rest, but the assets could have looked way nicer. I still don't recommend it, but y'all can give it a watch if you want. Now, this is the only show on this list to not have a single episode. It was basically a show that took place in a school, with each character representing a person I knew in real life at that time. The problem? It was made with Google Slides and was taking way too long to create, to the point where I wasn't even close with half the cast anymore. Of the currently existing characters, it featured Forky, Top Hat, Orangey, Lemonade, Pasta, and Thumb. Oh, and Boxman. But that's literally it. Additional note, Pasta and Thumb are based on 2 people I knew at that time, but not so much anymore. Although I kept them as villains now because I love their designs too much to scrap them. Also, Lemonade is in more than half of my object shows. Not important, but it's pretty funny. One day in early 2024, I was sitting while on vacation looking at my old shows, and all of a sudden, really wanted to make a new one. This is why I have so many of them. I'm producing ideas exponentially faster than I can execute them. I used some of my favorite characters from my old shows and a couple of random new ones, and created this. I decided, if anyone was gonna host, it's Boxman, obviously. And the name Under the Box was so good, I couldn't scrap it. Season 1's original cast consisted of Limey, Battery, and Seedy from Amog, Orange Dot, Red Marker, and Puddle from Pooh, Blueberry Shake, Pasta, and Thumb from Object School, and 3 new characters, Camera, AirPod, and Daffodil, the latter of whom is actually in the official Season 1. The show would have been lighthearted and fun, with the setting being similar to the current one, and the plot having Boxman learn to take his show more seriously. Part of that plot isn't entirely lost, as we see Boxman has been unable to finish a show without ditching it, in the pilot. As you can see on the back, these would have been the teams, and below all the scribbles, I confirmed that Seedy was the first boot. And that's it. I guess I knew it was ass back then. This is the second draft of the season. I showcased this in my Q&A video from last year, so we won't spend too much time on it. Long story short, Painty used to speak and be male. Starry was described as a ball of energy instead of a shy girl. Red Marker used to be more evil. Puddle stays the same. Poker Chip's villainy used to be strategic, but now he's just an asshole. Planty used to be a nice girl instead of an angry little British man. Daffodil stays. Watermelon stays. Bell Pepper, aside from his name, stays. And Puzzly no longer exists. Guys, I low-key forgot Milkshake, but yeah, he was a social butterfly. Now he's just kind of but yeah. So many of these characters are either based off someone I know or someone fictional. Let me go through them. Bell Pepper is loosely based on his voice actor, Strader Spark, especially with his vocabulary.
God damn it.
Nothing we can do anymore.
Got you! God, fucking shit.
Daffodil vaguely resembles Heather from Total Drama. Grape Juice is based on Birdly from Deltarune. Lemonade is based on and created by a kid who used to be our neighbor, who is also probably watching this video. Hi, Dimitri. Planty is loosely, and I mean very loosely, based on 8-Bit Ryan.
I think he's dead.
Let's go give the box, man.
Yeah, you're right.
I think he's dead.
Poker Chip is based on a real kid that Pecky Penguin used to know. He sounds and acts exactly like him somehow. I genuinely have no idea how someone is like that. Teacup is very loosely based on Queen from Deltarune. Telebox is based on Fiore from Disventure Camp with their voice. As mentioned before, Pasta and Thumb are loosely based on two kids I used to know. Jesus. Additionally, the Under the Box mini characters aren't just based on, but are supposed to be a real friend group, each voiced by the real person they represent. Obviously, there's more inspiration with my characters, but these are the most interesting ones. I wrote the first 7 episodes within a span of 4 months. That is all. It's finally time to move on to the Q&A segment. I'll try to keep it quick. Will there be lots of lore? Yes. Is there a rejoin? Hate to give this answer, but I guess you'll have to wait and see. Are voice auditions open? Nah. Have you planned future episodes? If so, how many episodes are planned? As of now, Season 1 will have 18 episodes. I have most of the challenges planned, along with the entire elimination order. How many seasons do you have planned? I have many ideas for possible seasons, but if worst comes to worst, there will at least be 2 of them. Is the fridge canceled? Nope. Why did you make Under the Box Mini? I mainly wanted to try a season of smaller scale before jumping right into the big boy season. Also, my main friend group at the time was at its peak, and I wanted some way to translate that into an object show. Who is out next? Grape Juice. How many frames did episode 1 have? So, I don't have a way to, really count them because they're all separate clips, with each scene, but roughly 14 to 15,000. Will you feature recommended characters to appear in the background? All background characters are either cameos of people I know in real life, or just assets from other stuff I've made. The Fridge is the only show I have with recommended characters, but even that was a limited time thing. Grape Juice. Yeah. What are the characters' genders? Male characters are Boxman, Anvil, Bell Pepper, Grape Juice, Lemonade, Milkshake, Planty, Poker Chip, Shadow, Toaster, Watermelon, Pasta, and Thumb. Female characters are Daffodil, Mouthwash, Puddle, Red Marker, Starry, Teacup, and Tire Swing. And non-binary characters are Painty and Telebox. Who is your favorite character? Grape Juice. Will there be ships? Without giving anything away, it's possible. Will there be a season 2? Yes. Will we see eliminated contestants later on in the show? Oh, yeah. What will the fate of this show be if something really serious happens? Well, we know Boxman has ditched his other shows for one reason or another, so we at least know that's an option for him. But to really find out, y'all are gonna have to just wait and see. What are your plans for Under the Box 2? I intend for episodes 1 to 3 to be pretty low stakes. Ideally, the 18 episodes are split into 6 batches of 3, with each batch ending with a somewhat satisfying conclusion, but also simultaneously raising the stakes. That's all I'm gonna say. Just know the show's gonna get real. As for episode 2 specifically, let's just say I'm taking a lot of inspiration from my original Under the Box on Scratch. And that's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this little, behind the scenes, behind the process shit. I don't really know. I just felt like making a video. Next episode I release is gonna be the Under the Box mini finale, so subscribe so you don't miss it. That's all from me today. See you guys soon.